Yeah, hey Cam, thanks for taking the time. So I wanted to ask you what sort of leadership role you've specifically taken on off a loss with this team over the bye week. How on point have you had to make your fellow teammates, or were they already basically like they already knew what went wrong, what had to be done?
It's kind of both. Everybody already knew. I mean, the way how we like the game 2 weeks ago, it really like you could see the stuff that we really had to work on. Like we've been lacking it for pretty much a lot of the past couple games. But we finally got exposed. Wins hide a lot of stuff, but it doesn't hide everything. So we got better at what we need to get in the bye week right after the game. So no, we just trying to go get the dub this week.
Next, we'll go to Adam Lichtenstein of the Sun Sentinel. Adam.
Hey Cam, how's it going?
Good.
Good. So kind of in a similar vein, obviously it's easy for things to be going well when you're winning every game. You said after the game you faced adversity really for the first time. How did you see, I guess, the whole team kind of handle the loss mentally and kind of like absorb it and kind of move on?
You gotta be able to take coaching, be coachable, be able to take constructive criticism. So that's really it. Which the main thing is the main thing. We're trying to win football games. We're trying to control our destiny. And we just gotta come out with have high urgency. That's something that we didn't have 2 weeks ago. But we got better. We're better in practice. We're practicing hard. So a lot of stuff to practice translates to the field. So we just got to keep on doing the little things like we've been doing on both sides of the ball, and hopefully get a win this week.
Like you mentioned, I mean, you guys do still control your own destiny, still control a trip to the ACC title game and a potential playoff trip. Does the fact that now there's really no room for error, kind of like you said, kind of help you guys kind of lock in?
Say that last part again.
Just the fact that like basically there's no real room for error at this point, like because you still control your own destiny, but another loss would probably mean no trip to the ACC title game, no playoff trip. Does the fact that there's no real room for error anymore, does that help you guys kind of lock in?
Um, we're gonna be locked in regardless. We're not really worried about no room for error because you play like that, you mess up. Even when you play good, you gonna mess up at some point. So that has no meaning to us. At the end of the day, you gonna win or lose football games, so it don't really matter to worry about stuff that's for next week or the week after. So we just gonna put one foot in front of the other. Keep grinding. Try to keep winning games.
Next, we'll go to Jordan McPherson of the Miami Herald. Jordan.
Yeah, hey Cam. Saturday, senior day. I know you've been here for only 1 year and you still have games left to play, but when you look back at your time so far at UM, what has stood out the most to you about what you've learned about yourself, how you've grown? How would you sum up your season here?
I think it's been fun. It's been an exciting journey. My teammates welcome me in. I mean, they really really pushed me to who I am as a person and player right now. And I just don't want to end. I mean, with the coaching staff we have, the facility that we have, the support staff. I mean, it's all been good, but it's just exciting to see what we're doing. Just as a whole, especially as a team. But I think like at this time of the year, like we just gotta keep being us. Being the same team that we've been weeks 1 through 10. And so forth. And we got a good locker room, good guys. And we just all that stuff goes into trying to win the football game. So we just gonna remain focused and to just continue to love on one another.
And then with Wake Forest this weekend, just what stands out about them on defense? What might be some challenges you guys might be facing on Saturday?
I think just things they do with the safety position. 45. He's one of the leading tacklers in the ACC. He's a good player. Their D line is good. So Wake Forest don't get a lot of credit, just because of their name, but they're a good football team. So we're gonna try to play our brand of football, be physical. We got to execute plays first through fourth down if we need all four. And just got to continue getting first downs on the offense. So you do first downs, all that stuff add up. Get you some touchdowns. Put ourselves in a position to win.
We'll do a few more for Cam. Next, we'll go to Andrea Adelson of ESPN. Andrea?
Cam, when you went back and watched the tape from Georgia Tech on 3rd and 4th down, were you able to kind of pinpoint some of the things that maybe didn't go right that you guys can adjust headed into the rest of the season?
Yeah, that was a key reason why we weren't great on offense. We were terrible on 3rd down. We were actually average on 3rd down. They were 1 for 4 on 4th down, terrible on 4th down. So, those are the key downs of a drive. First, 2nd down, they have a little bit, but 3rd down is the biggest play to drive. So, you got to continue to continue drives. You got to be able to make plays, and we didn't do that. On my end, as a whole, we weren't consistent. But we got better at it, and that's the challenge I was looking forward to this week. We have to be good on 3rd downs. Make plays in the run game, make plays in the pass games, and 3rd downs win football games.
And one more, if I could, you said that you've had a lot of good urgency in practice. Maybe that was something that you didn't have against Georgia Tech. Why do you think that is, that you didn't have that urgency against them?
I think our urgency always good. I think it's more so of like the little things that we lacked on film. It started to carry over. And just when you lose it truly exposes, like it's been like a lingering going on for a long time, but you finally get exposed because of the loss. So, I think it was one of those. But you gotta remember that we trying to, get right every day. And so the urgency that we had doesn't change for no matter who we play, because we know every team in this country is beatable. So I think just this week just been on a different level.
We'll do the last two for Cam. We'll go to Azubi Charles at Kane Sport and then Daryl Streeter of Caneville. Azubi, we'll start with you.
What's going on, Cam? On a bit of a lighter note, I saw this past weekend you got the offensive linemen a whole bunch of change with their numbers and things like that. Just talk about that, whole situation. How cool is it to, give back to those guys that have been, protecting you this year?
It's cool, especially that's the reason why we're one of the best offenses in the country. And people who really don't know anything about football may think it's the receivers, the running backs, quarterbacks, but at the end of the day, it's the O-line. If you don't got a good O-line, you ain't doing nothing on offense. That's the reality of it. And, the relationships that I have with them, the relationship they have with each other. It's one of the best O-lines in the country. They show it every Saturday. They're the pass off game. They're the run block in the run game. They can pull when we had to. We do counter stuff like that. So we just got a room full of good dudes and good players. So everything that the O line is getting this year, from what they're gonna get at the end of season award wise, what I'm helping them get. It's smooth because they all deserve it.
We'll wrap up for Cam with Daryl Streeter of Caneville. Daryl?
Okay, let's stay there for a second. So with the change that you gave them, when did you decide to do it? And were there other presents you thought about giving them, like maybe cars or I don't know? Was there anything else you thought about giving them that was on the table?
I've been trying to work on the change since it was August, July-ish. Like it was like start of season. But just how long it takes, it finally got finished now. So I knew it was coming at some point. But cars, the cars they drive, they good. They don't need me. They don't need me get them no car. Especially some of them, they got the fast cars. So they all good, man. But them boys, they deserve it. They can get a little bit more. They know we just be chilling. They know I'm always bless them.
Appreciate it.
Yes, sir.
Awesome.